My name is Kim, and I'm a OneLegacy ambassador. I found out about Malaikye when the pharmacy called my home, telling me that my daughter's pregnancy multivitamins were ready to be picked up. I reminded her while we were in our backyard having this discussion that I had asked her not to make me a grandma until I was 40. So to say that I was a little upset in the beginning would be a fair statement. However, very quickly, being upset turned to some real excitement. I was very excited to have another baby in the house. Malaikye came home with us as soon as my daughter came home from the hospital. They were living with us. So Malaikye being in the home really brought a lot of life back into it. He really loved to follow any of us around, whether it was my two younger boys at home, my husband, or myself. He really was interested in whatever it was that we were doing. One of the things that I think of very fondly when I think about Malaikye, his favorite thing to do was sweep. I got a phone call at about 9 o'clock in the morning from my daughter. She said that I needed to get to her dad's house because Malaikye wasn't waking up. I remember walking up on him and looking at him and thinking, what the heck happened to him? After that, I kind of don't remember too much. I think I was probably in a state of shock at that point. The doctor would eventually come to me and tell me that there wasn't very much that they could do for him. I remember looking at her, not quite understanding what she meant, because we were at a hospital and that's where you help people, that's where you make people feel better, that's where you fix them, and she said that there wasn't anything that they could do for him. After she left the room, she said she was going to leave the room for a little bit and let us kind of sit with our feelings and try and understand and comprehend what we were dealing with. But I asked my daughter that she might want to think about organ donation. She immediately responded with no, absolutely not. It took all of about 25 minutes for my daughter to kind of tap me on the shoulder and say, Mom, if we can help somebody else from going through what we're going through, I want to see if we can donate Malaikye's organs. I unfortunately have not been able to meet any of Malaikye's recipients. I did reach out to OneLegacy, asking them to reach out to the recipient for me because I could not put pen to paper. I could not write a letter to the recipient. If I had a moment to meet with Malaikye's heart recipient or Malaikye's kidney recipient, I believe the most important thing that I would want them to know is how loved Malaikye was. And how heartbroken we've been since. We couldn't have loved him any more than we did. And it doesn't matter how much time has passed. That little boy still lives with us and is in everything that we do. His mom thinks about him every day. His uncles think about him every day. My middle son is an ambassador because he wants to continue Malaikye's legacy and share his story. My husband misses him tremendously and feels like he's failed him. I would switch positions with Malaikye in a heartbeat. Malaikye was loved, Malaikye was happy, and Malaikye is thought about just about every moment of the day. I can't imagine what it's like to have a child so sick that the only way your child could have a happy, healthy life is for someone else's child to die. I can't imagine what that feels like, but as a grandmother of someone who did die, I can tell you that I am so grateful that Malaikye was able to help. I just really want you to know he knew nothing but love. My name is Kim. I'm a donor grandmother, and my grandson saved 4 lives through organ donation.